Welcome to the Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. As we continue on in the first round of the Stinger Division, two teams looking to punch their tickets to the second round. The Everett Silvertips, piloted by Jackson Berezowski, taking on the Acadie Bathurst Titans, who will be led tonight by maybe the best name in the tournament, Dylan Champagne. It's Reed Duffy, pleased to be joined by my broadcast partner, Brandon Scott. Brandon, in the Stinger Division, we've seen two matchups already revealed. Baie-Comeau and Prince Albert in a Quebec Western League tilt, and now Victoriaville and Sudbury in what is going to be a highlight reel second round matchup. Now we wait to see who out of Everett and Acadie Bathurst will make their way into the next round of this tournament. The action has been outstanding so far tonight.
Yeah, so far this division looks like it's going to be weighing a little more offensively heavy, so I expect that to continue to be the trend so far tonight.
Now, we've seen a couple of teams in this division kind of peek their head through as potential favorites moving forward. We've talked a lot about that in the tournament. Who might separate themselves? Well, I think now we've seen two teams, and if you weren't with us for that last game, you missed out on it, because I think you're going to see now Blake Murray and the Sudbury Wolves, along with Felix Paré and the Victoriaville Tigre, both be looked at as favorites in the Stinger Division, and they've got to play each other moving forward.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be a big matchup come in round 2 of the Memorial E-Cup, as those were just two phenomenal players going head-to-head. It almost sucks to see one of them not move on further, because you can almost see both these guys going in a long run in the Memorial E-Cup.
So we're down to our last two games of the night in the Stinger Division. The Everett Silvertips and the Acadie Bathurst Titans will go in this game, and then after that, the winner of this game will take on the winner of the Kitchener Rangers and the Kelowna Rockets. So a lot of opportunity here. We could see another Quebec League team move forward. They've kind of owned the Stinger Division a little bit so far. We could see another OHL team move forward tonight that would give us 10 total so far out of the Ontario Hockey League, or two WHL teams could make their way forward. That would challenge the OHL for the leadership of most teams moving through to round 2 thus far. A lot of options on the table. The Quebec League is hot. Ontario has owned the tournament so far, and the Western League trying to catch up to the OHL. It all depends on how this shakes out the rest of the way tonight, Brandon.
Yeah, exactly. This is honestly a big night for the Memorial E-Cup, for all the conferences to really sell out the leaderboard here. So far, it looks like the Ontario Hockey League might have ran away with it momentarily, but you can't rule out the WHL as they're near the top as well. In the Quebec Major Junior League, if they get two teams moving on tonight, then they're right there.
Absolutely. The Sudbury Wolves moving on was the 9th team out of the OHL to already advance. Of course, they had a tremendous day 1 of the tournament. But as we've been talking about, the Acadie Bathurst Titans see an opportunity here because there's been some momentum on the side of the Quebec League. They didn't have a lot of luck on day 1, but moving into day 2 and since then, we've seen Sherbrooke advance, Rio-Noranda advance, Baie-Comeau advance and Victoriaville advance. Chicoutimi had their role halted a bit in the Quebec League by Blake Murray and the Sudbury Wolves, but Quebec has found their footing here, it feels like, Brandon, since a disappointing day one for them. They've really gotten it together, and they've got some teams that look awfully dangerous moving forward.
Well, one thing I noticed in Blake Murray's interview has he mentioned that he's been watching the tournament since day one. So after each passing day, it almost looks like whoever hasn't played yet, they've been taking some notes on different ways to win, as we've seen it flip flop between a defensive lockdown style to more explosive offense. So these guys are coming well prepared into this tournament now.
While we have some time, let's take a look at what we've seen so far. So we opened on Saturday. Can't believe it's already day 4 of the Memorial League Cup presented by Kia. We started in the Telluride division. So moving forward there is Sarnia and Tri-City, the Sioux and Saginaw in an all OHL matchup, Hamilton and Brandon, and then Saskatoon and Medicine Hat will meet in an all Western League matchup. The Sorrento division, Oshawa will meet Vancouver, Sherbrooke and North Bay, Rio-Noranda and Victoria, and Mississauga and Barrie, another all OHL matchup. And that leads us to the Stinger division, where so far Baie-Comeau will take on Prince Albert, Victoriaville and Sudbury, and still 2 more matchups to be decided in the second round of the Stinger division. We'll decide 1 more before we are done here tonight, and we'll start that coming up next with the Everett Silvertips, led by Jackson Berezowski, and the Acadie Bathurst Titans, led by Dylan Champagne. Don't miss a second of it.
For 60 teams across North America, pursuit of this trophy is at the top of their list. It's a goal they aim for when they first pull on a team jersey. It's not an easy road, from training camp to the grind of the regular season, the hopes of a long playoff run leading to a league championship. This 9-month journey brings out the best, and all focus is on the final step. If the Stanley Cup is the holy grail for the National Hockey League, the Memorial Cup is the elusive prize for junior hockey. Weighing just over 40 pounds, this symbol of excellence is engraved with over 3,000 names that tell a story of the young men who have competed for it. Young hockey players have dreamt of winning this title, of being named champion. Icons of the game have challenged for it, but fell short. The cup was first handed out in 1919 to honor and remember those that gave their lives fighting World War I. In 2010, the Canadian Hockey League rededicated it to the memory of all fallen Canadian military personnel. For many players, this is the summit, the best they will ever be, the highest mountain they will conquer. For others, it will be a chapter in a career about to unfold at another level. The list of winners is impressive. Powerhouse teams that delivered. Surprise teams that weren't expected to contend. Teams that simply went about their business on the ice. All were waiting for those final seconds to tick off, and the burst of emotion realizing they are the champions. When a hockey dream can become a reality, it is the Memorial Cup.
Welcome back to the Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia as we get set for the Acadie Bathurst Titan against the Everett Silvertips. This one should be exciting. Quebec League versus WHL. Who is going to punch their ticket to the second round? Brandon, can't wait to see as this one gets underway.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping we see the continued trend of offense, and I also think we just might, Reed.
Jackson Berezowski piloting the Everett Silvertips. Dylan Champagne with the Acadie Bathurst Titan. And we are about to get underway with Acadie Bathurst wearing the red trimmed with the white and gold. It's Everett in the whites trimmed with the green. And they've got the cool Rocky Mountain Forest on the bottom of the jerseys. Definitely a different look. I dig it. As Selly brings the puck along the line to Rieger. Trying to drive towards the front of the net. Bump to the corner, and the Titan will take the puck. Played up ahead, and a chance in on a break. Denied as the Silvertips get back in great defensive position. From the side of the goal, how did that go in? It gets tossed out front, and it looks like there may have been a tip on that one, Brandon.
Yeah, exactly. That's definitely the foot you want to start on for the Titan there. As it just throw the puck on net and somehow made its way to the back of the net.
Degagne was able to get a touch on that as Marcotti threw that in front and it just deflected its way in. As Marcotti brings the puck forward once again, feeds along and they score. It's a quick 2-0 lead for the Titan.
Yeah, you got to dig that filthy spinorama in the neutral zone. Just as it leads up to that opening goal.
Cole Huckins from Marcotti and Degagne. And a 2-0 advantage for the Titan, continuing what we have seen thus far on day 4 of the Memorial E-Cup. It's been teams jumping out to early leads in games. And Brandon, if you're Everett and Jackson Berezowski, you want to get back under control of this as quickly as possible.
Exactly. We saw already today what a 4-0 hole at the beginning of the first period could do to your team, and that's not something Everett wants to get into right now.
Draws one back. Seeley bringing the puck forward. It'll be tossed into the middle of the offensive zone for Guy, who has to play to the backboards, feeds out front, can't find it there, and now it'll be taken along. McCormick tosses down the ring, trying to beat out the icing, can't quite do so, as the faceoff will come all the way back to the zone of the Titan.
Yeah, one thing we noticed throughout this tournament is at the very beginning of the game is more of a run and gun style, as both players tend to be a little nervous coming into the Memorial Cup, or the E-Cup, excuse me. And so normally as the game moves on, that's when the players settle down.
Puck drop back to the slot, caught by Marcotti, back to Larkin. Larkin will hang on to it out at the right point. Look to move to the middle of the line. McCormick, Huckins, McCormick once more, left point. Steps down to the front of the net on the backhand, tried it, couldn't get it to go. Puck swung away, and Seeley will bring it forward. Seeley working wide, right wing side, looking for a man down the slot. It's played out front. That one stopped at the doorstep. Huckins charging up the rink, trying to turn a defender. Huckins drops the shoulder. Puck stolen away, and the Silvertips will take possession as we approach the 8-minute mark of the first period. McCormick onto Marcotti. Marcotti trying to play that one across the front, and instead will look back out to the point. Right wing side is open, but Marcotti is tripped down, and it's going to be the first power play of the game coming to the Acadie Bathurst Titan with 11:25 to go.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for them to really put their stamp on the game so far and increase their lead.
Ronan Seeley heads off. Titan, dangerous opportunity here to extend to a 3-0 lead. MacArthur plays low. McKinney can't get that out front. And that'll be carried along. Looking to move it out of the zone, shorthanded to the Silver Tips. Forstad couldn't get to it. Chisholm right back in. Playing along. MacArthur back to Chisholm. Beautiful give and go to the back of the net. Teton have a 3-0 lead.
Well, you can't make better passes than that. A beautiful tic-tac-toe play leading to the end, back of the net, as the Teton really starting to run away with this one now.
McKinney off the draw for Kinney. Kinney out front for Chisholm, and that one just wouldn't go. Well, the Teton have everything rolling their way so far in this game as Wright steps in. And Brandon, I think that last one's got to be up there for goal of the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. Some pretty passes, lots of skill on display on that goal.
Puck will be moved out by the Silver Tips. Down 3, 8:10 left to go in the first period. Driven just wide of the net. Puck will be returned to the point, but stolen. Chance on the break here for the Teton. Could be 4 as, a little bit of a nifty drawback of the puck won't work, and Wolf will get a chance to hold on to it, but it's given up inside their own zone. Teton again, a backhand try. Won't go. Puck played to the point. It will just escape. Silver Tips looking to move forward. 5:55 left in the first period. Puck played back towards the Silver Tip defense. They'll have to regroup in their own end. A couple of dangerous moments at each end.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta love this game so far. So many offensive opportunities and some fast bumps.
Puck to the end boards will be taken by the Silver Tips out of the zone. Stolen. Another break chance possible here. Puck is played along on the 2-on-2. Sutter in front of the net. Got there. And Wolf is going to hang on with 3:32 to go in the first period. Bourget on the draw. Wins it back. Gaudet. Down low, Dubé. In front. And that pass wouldn't connect. Dubé delaying on the boards. Working through the corner. It'll be stolen, and the Silver Tips look to start out. 2 minutes left in the first period. Dubé up ahead. Bourget, long shot. That one wouldn't find the back of the net. And it'll be Goncalves. Working his way on, hit the outside of the post. Goncalves around, tried to feed out front. That'll be taken along for the Teton. Under 10 seconds left in the opening period. Andrews for Bourget. Delays, fires. That one sticked aside by Wolf. And that is where the first period will end. Thanks for tuning in to the Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. Be sure to follow the Canadian Hockey League on Instagram and Twitter by following CHL Hockey, and stay connected on Facebook by following the Canadian Hockey League. Through the first period, Brandon, it's been all Teton, a 3-0 lead as they continue the trend we've seen so far tonight.
Yeah, exactly. There's been some explosive offense, and you really got to applaud the creativity right now for Champaign controlling the Tetons. But you really also have to give a shout out to Dustin Wolf, the netminer for the Everett Silver Tips, as he's been looking strong. This lead could easily have been more.
Absolutely, it could have been. Jackson Berezowski will look to regroup his team into the second period. Again, we've seen comebacks in this tournament, but Brandon, where do you think he needs to look as we get set for the second?
Yeah, he just needs to start by putting this period behind him and focus on the gameplay to come. He needs to get control of the puck and start moving it around using all 5 players on the ice. That seems to be getting the defense jumbled up, and also the goaltender moving side to side, and that will create some open net opportunities.
Teton outshot the Silver Tips by a 9-1 margin in that first period. They scored on 3 of them. And Champaign wins the opening draw for the Teton in the second. Puck brought in over the line, centered. Degagne on Wolf, and that one will be played aside to Seeley. Quickly out of the zone. Silver Tips looking to get a little bit of offensive zone time in as Berezowski couldn't get through the defender. Fonstead carries the puck right back into the Teton zone. Puck played out front, stolen aside. Hawkins tries to charge forward. He gets run off of it. And now it'll be Berezowski. Dropping it back to the line. Seeley fires. That one, shoulder save made. To the end boards it goes. Puck picked up there. And Sobralia will play that out wide. Marcotti. Up ahead. Degagne back out front. Just missed picking that one. It was a wide open side of the net, Brandon. Very nearly 4-0.
Yeah, exactly. Everett needs to find a way to slow down this offensive flair of the Teton.
Chisholm tried to bring it back in over the line. They're offside. 14:42 to play in the second period. Draw one back. It'll be poked loose, and the Teton will regroup in their own end. Chisholm bumped off of it, collects, plays along to MacArthur. MacArthur back for Chisholm. Across, they score! Quick puck movement again will make it 4-0 for the Acadie Bathurst Teton, as all three forwards get a touch on the puck that time. It'll be finished off by Kidney.
Yeah, you gotta love this passing plays that the Teton have been doing so far in this game. They're really getting guys open and then taking advantage of those opportunities.
Silvertips struggling to find anything moving forward as again the Teton carry the puck in over the line. Turned on the right wing circle, played back to the line. McKinney for MacArthur, looking to play low for Kidney. That won't work. And it'll be brought ahead. Chance for the Silvertips maybe to get some offense working. To the right wing corner boards. Puck bounced out towards the slot. Has to be cleared off the boards and out. Gibson looking to bring it right back ahead. Into the offensive zone. Gibson charges. Creates the short 2-on-1. Puck hit the outside of the goal. Allison can't get it cleanly out. Puck is turned over but taken right back by McKinney. Now on to Allison. And it'll be carried along through neutral ice for the Teton. Oh, nice little stutter step move across the line. And the puck will be turned right back around though by the Silvertips. Just one too many layers in the way. Andrews back up ahead. Plays it through for Allison. Walks to the front. Just missed it up and over the top. Rumsey around the back of the net. Turns in the corner. Gets it low for Allison, who sends it back out front. Too many bodies. Sutter moves it up for Butt. On to Campbell. Campbell racing forward, left wing side. 6:45 to play in the second. Puck gets stripped there. Andrews jumps on it. Little step around one. Playing on for Bourget to his backhand. Saved by Wolf. And that's what you were talking about, Brandon. Wolf has been big a couple of times.
Yeah, Wolf, he's really keeping Everett in this game. Multiple big-time saves.
Sobralia will cover that one up as shot came from the left wing circle. 5:17 left to play in the second period.
That always seems to be the trend with the Silvertips right now. Strong goaltending with Dustin Wolf, Ian Scott before that, and Carter Hart before him.
Yeah, that's a pretty good lineage. As the puck carried on by the Teton. Worked out front of the net as Andrews is there. I believe, what, two of those, all three of those, I believe, have at least been on a Team Canada roster.
Yeah, exactly, and all three of them drafted.
That's another feather in the cap, that's for sure. As Dubé out front, put that one up high, might have caught the crossbar, and up out of play. 2:59 left in the second period. Yeah, fans in Philadelphia certainly know all about that Carter Hart fella. He's pretty good at the hockey, as they say.
Yeah, he's certainly something special.
Puck drawn back, and it'll be played into the left wing corner. Now dragging it out as Wright will carry it on forward. Charging through neutral ice. Wright playing it to the front of the Teton goal. Gurney's there for it. Back across, they score. Everett get on the board. So the work of Wolf pays off, and the Silvertips have some life now down 3 late in the second.
Yeah, one thing we noticed too is just the momentum teams could get after just scoring the first one. It's not expected to almost be a snowball effect.
Price from Gurney as the ensuing chance for the Titans up off back glass. Captured there around the back of the goal, trying to spin it through. Marcotti plays that into the pile. Huckins right back on top of it, tried to go 5-hole on Wolf. That wouldn't go. 5 seconds left in the second period. Puck played out. Marcotti's going to get back on top of it, looking to step forward, and time will expire on period number 2. But Brandon, there's some life left in these Everett Silvertips. Wolf slams the door shut time and time again. They're down 3 going to the third, but it's not over.
Yeah, exactly. Just to be able to get one on the board, that's got to feel a good sign of relief right now for the Silvertips, and they just need to carry off that. They left on a high note in the second period. Now let's bring that over to the third.
Thanks for watching the Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. Be sure to enter for your chance to win daily prizes and a chance at winning a grand prize of a $1,000 prepaid Visa gift card. Today's promo code is WHL20. Enter the contest at chl.ca/Memorial E-Cup. Once again, the promo code is WHL20, and you can enter at chl.ca/Memorial E-Cup. Third period coming up. Jackson Berezowski and the Everett Silvertips have some life. Dylan Champagne has had the edge with the Acadie Bathurst Titans in this one so far, but it's not over yet, Brandon. Berezowski can still make something happen.
Yeah, exactly. There's still one whole period, and as we know, anything from this tournament is that goals become fast and furious. So one thing he needs to do coming into this last period is to get one early.
Diganier on the draw, back for McCormick. Up for Marcotti. Out in front, wanted Diganier on the return. That one will be knocked loose and skated on ahead. Berezowski barreling after the puck, but it'll be icing as the Titans just get back ahead of the speedy Everett forward.
This could potentially be a lethal face-off. If the Titans score one early, you would almost think that would put this game to bed.
Great draw win for Everett, but Huckins tries it at the side door. That's knocked loose. Berezowski trying to get up and out of his own zone. He's met there, and the out pass is picked off. Great coverage from the Titans. Puck carried in wide, played back out through the middle, and there was a man that was just sitting in the right spot for the Titans to sweep that back ahead. Silvertips back on top of the puck. Essentially, it was a defenseman playing center field as McCormick back for the puck in his own zone. Huckins charging the right wing side. Didn't have the angle to draw to the net, so he'll keep it in the right wing corner. Looked to feed out front, but too many layers. As Coyley will bring the puck forward. Pins it along those side boards instead. Taken on ahead, MacArthur. Trying to work his way past Seeley. Now finds Kidney, who had a goal earlier in the game, and that one stopped by Wolf. Puck poked loose in behind the Everett net. Jumped onto by the Titans. Chisholm stepping around one. Looking to make a play with it as we approach 7 minutes gone. In this third period, pass out front, scores. Kidney on the doorstep, took the pass in and fired it home for his second of the game. Assist to MacArthur and Chisholm, and that is going to make it a tough road back for the Silvertips.
Yeah, it was a great pass from out the corner, right in front. Kidney just got in and around the defender and slapped home the bingo there to increase the Teton lead.
13:01 to play in the third period, and it's a 4-goal lead for the Titans as Allison will bring the puck back ahead. Taken away, Lee couldn't get it cleanly out. Fairbrother bumped off of it. Jam up in the left wing corner as the Titans try to win it out of there. It's back to the point. Long drive on Wolf. He's able to make the stop, and now the puck played up out. Lee on for Guy. Working wide, left wing side. Pass back, intercepted. Rumsey couldn't get it cleanly through. Lee has it poked away, and now McKinney looks to charge ahead. McKinney wiggles his way past one. Allison on the doorstep. Can't get it to go as Wolf slams it shut. 9.5 to play in the third. Puck dragged forward to the goal. Save by Sobralia. Back in front. Save again by Sobralia. Puck still loose, and it'll be taken by the Teton out of the zone.
Well, what a great couple of plays for Everett right there.
You just wonder if it's what we've seen so far tonight, maybe a little bit too late for the Silvertips. Down 4, puck out in front. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Down 3 now, as that one to the back of the net makes it 5-2. They're not done yet.
Exactly. Everett needs to continue to pour on this offense right now if they want to come back. Time is against them right now with less than 8 minutes remaining in the game.
Goncalves from Campbell. 3-goal deficit with 7.5 to go. Teton back into the offensive end. That shot wide and high on the short side. Sutter's going to bring it forward. Past 1. Past 2. Keeps possession to the slot. Just missed wide. Looking for the short side on Sobralia. Teton carrying it forward. Bourget spins. Tried to play it out front. Couldn't get it to go. That's your favorite move right there, Brandon.
Oh, yeah. Spin me like a washing machine.
That's right back in. Come the Silvertips. Breaking to the front of the net. It's poked just wide and then off the outside of the goal post. Sobralia had to be quick to get on top of it. Gaudet will move it. And now Marcotti in over the line, but they're offside with 4:05 to go. 4:05 left, Brandon. 3-goal lead, not impossible, would be tough. But we've seen some fight back in the third from Jackson Berezowski.
Yeah, exactly. Odds aren't exactly in their favor right now, but you still can't rule it out.
Degagne up ahead. Huckins tried a little self-toss. That gets intercepted. And the puck will be dumped into the offensive end. Gaudet back for it, but it's stolen away. Everett had a man up ahead of the rush. Too many layers, though, for Acadie Bathurst, and the Teton carry out. Dancing around a couple, now playing it back out top. In over the line, Teton to the middle. Marcotti shot. That one sticked aside by Wolf. Played out of the corner, tripped down, and that might just about do it. 1:06 left to go. Everett going to the penalty kill. Teton up 3.
Yeah, that penalty sucks a little bit of the drama out of this one with just over a minute remaining.
Teton 1 for 1 on the power play, make it 2 for 2. Kidney's going to finish the hat trick with 58.5 left to go. It's a 6-2 lead for the Acadie Bathurst Teton, and it looks like they're going to punch their ticket into round number 2 in the Stinger.
Yeah, special teams continues to prove to be a factor coming into the Memorial E Cup. This time the Teton take advantage, finishing 2 for 2 on the day. That's something we're going to have to keep track of moving forward.
So Acadia Bathurst looking to set themselves with Dylan Champagne into the second round of the Memorial E Cup. And it looks like they are going to take on the winner of the last game tonight, which will be the Kitchener Rangers and the Kelowna Rockets. That one will be coming up after this, as the Teton, again, another team, Brandon, with a pretty good margin here late in the third period that have looked awfully good. Dylan Champagne maybe trying to put his name up there with Perret and Murray as favorites in the Stinger. This is going to be a really hard division to come out of.
Yeah, exactly. One thing you have to say about the Tetons game right now is that just how consistent they were start to finish.
Long shot to goal. Sobralia will make the save. 33 seconds to go. And the games haven't been awfully close tonight at the end. The Victoriaville Tigre with a 6-3 win over the Kingston Frontenacs. Sudbury Wolves 7-2 over the Chicoutimi Sanguinines. And now the Acadie Bathurst Teton with a 6-2 lead here with 25 seconds to go over the Everett Silvertips. 3 teams that look like they're going to have somewhat of a hype train surrounding them moving forward. As the puck tossed deep into Teton territory, but Kidney will jump on that, flip it out of the zone. 5 seconds left now as Chisholm gets back for the puck, playing it out of the zone. 2 seconds and 1, and that's going to do it. Dylan Champagne and the Acadie Bathurst Titans pick up the victory. They move on to round 2 of the Memorial E-Cup, presented by Kia.
Hello, Instagram.
I'm on a mission and I won't stop. No destination, but it's worth a shot. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go. I'm on a mission and I won't stop. No destination, but it's worth a shot. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go.
For 60 teams across North America, pursuit of this trophy is at the top of their list. It's a goal they aim for when they first pull on a team jersey. It's not an easy road, from training camp to the grind of the regular season, the hopes of a long playoff run leading to a league championship. This 9-month journey brings out the best, and all focus is on the final step. If the Stanley Cup is the holy grail for the National Hockey League, the Memorial Cup is the elusive prize for junior hockey. Weighing just over 40 pounds, this symbol of excellence is engraved with over 3,000 names that tell a story of the young men who have competed for it. Young hockey players have dreamt of winning this title, of being named champion. Icons of the game have challenged for it, but fell short. The cup was first handed out in 1919 to honor and remember those that gave their lives fighting World War I. In 2010, the Canadian Hockey League rededicated it to the memory of all fallen Canadian military personnel. For many players, this is the summit, the best they will ever be, the highest mountain they will conquer. For others, it will be a chapter in a career about to unfold at another level. The list of winners is impressive. Powerhouse teams that delivered. Surprise teams that weren't expected to contend. Teams that simply went about their business on the ice. All were waiting for those final seconds to tick off, and the burst of emotion realizing they are the champions. When a hockey dream can become a reality, it is the Memorial Cup.
Welcome back to the Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. The Acadie Bathurst Titans with a big 6-2 victory to punch their ticket into the second round, moving past the Everett Silvertips here on day 4 of the Memorial E-Cup. Brandon, 3 names to keep in mind as we move forward on the Stinger division. Felix Paré, Blake Murray, Dylan Champagne, all with multi-goal victories moving forward in this tournament. We know that Paré of the Victoriaville Tigre and Blake Murray of the Sudbury Wolves will square off in round 2. Now Dylan Champagne awaits the winner of Graham Dickerson's Kitchener Rangers and Cole Swabius Kelowna Rockets. This is an exciting division.
Yeah, I believe in FIFA they would call it the division of death, because any one of these teams so far looked like they could go and take a run at the Memorial E-Cup. So great these teams are at offensively. They move the puck around fantastic. They know how to create plays and create space, which is going to make for a fun ride as we look into round 2.
Yeah, we were talking about what this division looks like, because from what we saw even yesterday when the Baie-Comeau Drakkar and Prince Albert Raiders move forward, both of those teams look really good, and it feels like the action in this division has been taken up just another notch.
Yeah, one thing that stuck out to me about the T-Tal is just how consistent their play was from the puck drop to the final buzzer, as they look like they could be a real factor heading into round 2. And also sticking with this past game, the score almost looked like it could have been by a lot larger if it wasn't for the play of Dustin Wolf in net for the Silvertips. He looked like he's a real stud in the back end there.
Absolutely, and you mentioned it during the game, the the lineage that the Silvertips have in goal. Jackson Berezowski did everything that he could do to pour some offense on at the end, but it's been a trend. The team that's gotten out to multi-goal leads early here on day 4 has come through at the end of the game. The Tigre, the Wolves, the Titans all got up early and were able to take the game through at the finish. It's going to be interesting to see how the last game goes. The Titans await the winner of the Rangers and the Rockets. That game coming up next.
Hello, Instagram.
I'm on a mission and I won't stop. No destination, but it's worth a shot. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go. I'm on a mission and I won't stop. No destination. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Hello, Instagram.
I'm on a mission and I won't stop. No destination, but it's worth a shot. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go. I'm on a mission and I won't stop. No destination, but it's worth a shot. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go.
Welcome to the Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. It's the last game on day 4 of this tournament, and what action we've already seen to get us to this point. Hello to the fans of the Kelowna Rockets and the Kitchener Rangers. It's Reed Duthie, pleased to be joined by my broadcast partner, Brandon Scott. For these two teams coming in tonight, all attention is on them, as well as the attention of Dylan Champagne and the Acadie Bathurst Titans, who have advanced. They await the winner of this game, Brandon, in a very, very tough Kia Stinger division. Kelowna, Kitchener, a cross-country matchup. This one's going to be exciting. Two of the